As winter break is approaching for many local school districts, the time at home can be troubling for some, especially children. According to the Department of Human Services, child abuse and neglect hotline calls significantly decrease during school breaks. Maggie, Bryan has looked into this statistic, spoke with a local school counselor about the concerns for kids this particular time of year. What'd you find out, Maggie?
Yeah, Rob, every school employee is a mandatory reporter of abuse or neglect. And the District 11 counselor I spoke with today says when kids are not around their teachers, coaches, and other staff they trust, signs of mistreatment can go unnoticed. No school during the holidays. It should be an exciting time for children, but for some, that is not the case.
We'll actually see sometimes an increase of students' anxiety.
Calls to the Child Abuse and Neglect Hotline take a dip during months with school breaks when children are not around mandatory reporters.
Without kids having access to that safety net of school teachers and personnel, they're really lost in terms of their ability to have someone that they trust that they can tell. So that's why we see the decrease.
The U.S. Department of Health and Human Services says over 80% of child abuse or neglect perpetrators are parents.
It's someone usually in the home or known to the family.
Which is why Dawn Bowden, a counselor with District 11, says her role as a mandatory reporter is even more crucial.
It is a privilege when students disclose hard things to any staff. Our role is really validating them and supporting them and being there and listening to what they have to say.
And those at Safe Passage, a child advocacy center, have a heightened sense of awareness for kids during this time.
We often see an uptick in kids coming into the center right before the holidays. What matters is to be able to ask the public to keep their eyes and ears out and to pick up the phone and make a call when you know that that kiddo doesn't have contact with their support systems at school.
Safe Passage tells me that most of the calls to the Child Abuse or Neglect Hotline do come from school staff. The number for that hotline is 844-KOAA for kids. That's 844-264-5437, and those calls are anonymous.